Fair use.
Time just might be the charm for P. Diddy's bond motion. I just got out of court, and let me tell you why I think he's going to get a bond. Judge reserved decision. He said, you're going to get a decision very soon, okay? But the judge was buying a lot of the defense's arguments, and they were good arguments. The judge said that by Monday at 12 noon, he wants to see both sides issue additional briefing on this question of whether or not some of the statements that Puff Daddy has made in the public through social media, as well as in talking to witnesses and text message, are allowed or not. The government was arguing that he's trying to influence jurors and he's trying to witness tamper. And the judge questioned, really, are you sure? I looked at some of these messages, this happy birthday post from his family that's posted on Instagram. Yeah, a juror might see that, but does that mean that a defendant's not allowed to wish himself happy birthday on Instagram? And the judge said, I'm looking at these text messages with the witnesses. What's tampering here? And so he's going to have additional briefing on both of those issues. But what really swayed the judge is the argument that's been made from the beginning. But now, after 2-3 months, there's been discovery produced, and the defense has some of the discovery, including what they characterized as Brady evidence showing that the alleged sex trafficking victim, Puff's wife, and a relationship that was almost 11 years that ended, they discussed some of the text messages about the ending. And the defense lawyer's point is, look, when they broke up here, she's not talking about, hey, you made me a prostitute and you forced me to do this and you forced me to do that. That type of sex trafficking claim is nowhere in the evidence, according to the defendants. I think the judge was looking at some of the evidence and he was going along with that. And that's what's leading him to say that, hey, why under this set of conditions can't I give this guy bail? If you look at what's happened in this case, in the past couple of months, they said that this guy is this guy is this guy is that. Okay, where's the evidence? Other than a video showing him brutally beating his wife in a hotel lobby, and other than you saying that he's breaking prison rules by using three-way calling, what else is there? Really, what else is there? Because they have not identified a single other witness or video showing violence, showing really anything. Will they? Maybe. But for now, I think the judge is going to give him a bond because it's been 2 months and it looks like Puff is a freak and a wife beater, but that's not a no bond type of situation. Third.
Let's jump right into it, man. Seems like Diddy might be getting free, guys. Just so you know, we're pre-recording this, so maybe he's already free by the time we're releasing this video. But let's discuss these facts. RJ.
Did you say that? What did you say? Did you say looks like Diddy might be getting freak? I probably misunderstood it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As we always say, we really appreciate your support. Thank you for helping us grow the platform. We see you engaging more and more with us, so we know you like the content. Also, thank you for all the feedback we've been getting, all the pointers. We have been applying them slowly but surely. As you guys know, we have big plans for the show. Today we'll have another Diddy show. We see that you guys like it. Don't know what that says about you, but hey. In any case, if you haven't done so already, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button and hit that notification icon as well, so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Also, don't forget to like the video. By liking the video, YouTube pushes it to the rest of the world. So just one like doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to us. So please do so. And most importantly, remember to comment, because we will be highlighting the best comments in future shows. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. Some people we highlight because they make smart remarks. Other people just crash out, and we want to show you how we want to keep it like balanced here. What?
You said some people crash out, and we want to show you the wrecks.
Yeah.
The wreck.
Yeah. And also, we want to show you because we want to let you know as well what crack does to you if you use it too much. In any case, KR, let's start with the first segment. KR, wait, before we proceed, the comment in the last show was crazy. I'll just say that. But okay, you don't need to crash out in order to get honorable mentions here on the show. But anyway, yeah, go ahead, KR.
Yeah, man. I think she, if she visits this one, she might she might not even like what we're gonna say during this show, because it seems like Diddy paid us off. Hey, Diddy, man, Diddy, shove your boy some dollars. We out here. We're such a touching. Anyway, guys,
The,
all jokes aside,
the
all
only
jokes.
ribs, the only ribs that are touching is the baby back ribs. Because my belly
Oh,
is full. I don't need no Diddy money. I don't know about you.
I'll, 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 I'll get any Diddy dollars. Pause.
Right.
Maybe I
I was
should-
about to say, you're lucky we're speaking English, because if this was another language. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah, I'm
man.
done. I'm done.
No, but all jokes aside,
Hmm.
we are here, man. We are here. Diddy might be getting bond. I mean, this is a topic we talked about before. It seems like RJ, and this is the thing with evidence from prosecution, right? It seems like their story is getting flimsier, thinner and thinner by the month. Because I mean, at a certain point, you cannot defend certain things anymore, right? In the beginning, he was contacting, before he went in, he was contacting witnesses according to the prosecution, calling people 100 times, but now he cannot do that anymore. um One thing they did, they rated his, and this is what this is the story where it's starting to get a bit tricky. Last week they rated his cell. They rated his cell and took pictures. According to them, they rated because he was doing some weird stuff, as in he was they thought, or in their opinion, he was not obeying the rules there in the jail he's in. But the problem is, usually when you're not obeying the rules, they write you up. If I'm not mistaken, there are no write-ups. There's nothing to find. They couldn't find anything about any letters about him not cooperating or not doing whatever. So all these rumors that have went the into the world, it seems like the prosecution are playing games with perception right here. Perception of the public, rather the perception of the judge. But anyway, they raided his cell and took a couple of pictures. And I'll let. By the way, shout out to lawyers for workers. Great attorney, always has great breakdowns. I like to use his breakdown because he speaks quite clearly about these situations. He has a lot of good insight on the situation. Let's take a look at what he had to say about that. Fair use.
Major development in the Puff Daddy case, and this is going to be really bad for the defense or really bad for the prosecution. Here's what happened. So there was this big argument over whether or not the government was allowed to take pictures of these notes. Now, obviously, if the notes are communications with his attorneys, they're not allowed to do it. What the government said is that they were doing a general search for contraband. They went in the jail cell. They found a stack of papers. On the top was a folder marked legal, and inside it was closed, sealed. They never went into that folder. They put that folder to the side and they took pictures of some of the other stuff. The defense said no, all of those were legally privileged materials. In fact, Puff had a larger folder that they all used to be in. The Bureau of Prisons said he can't have such a big folder. They took that away from him. So he just kept the one on the top and the other legal stuff on the bottom. And the judge was looking at it and he's like, yeah, some of this stuff looks legal. And he bought the defense's argument. They were good. But then, out of nowhere, the defense went and said, you know, Judge, the pictures that they took, the legal pads that those pictures are from, the legal pads themselves.
So far, so good, RJ. Can you give us a small? What do you think about this?
I think we can finish the rest, actually.
Okay. What is- Okay. Okay.
Said legal on the top. The judge said, hang on, wait a minute now. Let me see that. The
Fair
lawyer gave
use.
him the pad and he said, look, this is the page they took the picture of. This is legal on top. And the judge said, oh my God. Hearing ended. But then after the hearing ended, the judge issued another order and he said, defense, excuse me, you're going to have to explain to me something because I saw the original photographs that the government took. And of the original photographs that they took a photograph of this legal pad. And I'm looking at the binding. It doesn't say legal on top. That means one of two things, folks. That means that either the government lied to the judge and gave them photographs that weren't the actual photographs of the legal pads, or that means the defense. Remember what happened here. The government took the pads, they took pictures, and they put them back in Puff's jail cell. Then it's possible that Puff or somebody else wrote legal on them, which would make sense because you had this issue happen once. Now let's write legal on everything. This way it won't happen again. But in open court, the lawyer went so far as to say, I don't know what happened, but if that's what happened, the lawyers didn't say that. The lawyers said, hey, the feds searched these pads and they said legal on them. They're crazy, wild violations of the attorney-client privilege. The judge now asking, hang on, who's lying? And if it's the defense that misrepresented that this legal was written after, or if it's the government that misrepresented that, oh, shit, yeah, we were hiding the fact that we clearly saw the legal marking on the top, that's going to be a problem for one side or the other. Major fireworks expected at the Puff Daddy hearing today on just this point alone, and then the overall bond argument, which we'll do another video on. Major.
Hey, man. I just wanted to. I know why you wanted me to give a first reaction, but let's just. I'm telling you, KR, the more and more I follow these news, you ask yourself what's really the difference between the good guys and the bad guys. Because and we don't know what happened. I don't know if we now know what happened. But if I have to comment up to this point,
Don't crash out. That's all I'll say because I have the answer. Don't crash out.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so they covered that as well. I'll tell you this much. Sometimes the difference between the guys and the bad guys is just competence. There is no difference. They're both incompetent. One less than the other.
I
Anyway,
ah,
fair use. Let's take a look at this at what really happened with those legal pads.
Very first thing the judge in Diddy's case wanted to talk about was the legal pads. He looked at the lawyer and he said, yo, what's up with the legal pad? The lawyer fell on the sword and he basically said, my bad, let me run that back. And it's a problem because once you say something wrong and it turns out to be wrong, and now we know that about you, for this judge, it's going to cause you to lose an incredible amount of credibility. Now, at the same time, this wasn't that damaging because the judge had already believed that these materials should be protected. You didn't have to argue to the judge that somebody wrote legal on top. The judge was already on board that these are materials that the government should not have been photographing. That was just, it was the lawyer riffs a little bit. He's a great lawyer, but he tends to freestyle and go off script and start riffing. You saw in the TMZ interview, he made that.
no.
You remember? You remember? You remember? You remember? You remember? You
Is
remember
it
how we
Costco
broke it
man?
down? It's
Is it
baby oil
Costco
man,
man?
Costco dude. Yeah, the Costco dude.
Oh, and
I
KR, we
think we
had a show. KR, we
we
had the show where we talked about it. I think you even, I mean, the title was even something to the extent of, is Daddy's lawyer gonna, is Daddy's lawyer gonna crash out? We even looked at his record. Everyone he defended got sentenced, and so It's the same dude. It's the same dude that I think it was on TMZ. I don't know if this was on TMZ or if it was somewhere else
The
that
same dude.
tried to defend the 1,000 bottles of baby oil story by saying, dude, bought it on sale at Costco,
Hey man, the
causing
guy.
Costco to say, causing Costco to say, we don't sell baby oil. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's why
god.
we ask ourselves: is this guy going to get him locked up? I think uh he's right. Lawyer for workers. He was right when he said, "Why are you going to over pursue the situation?" The judge already agreed with you that it's all legal, and then somehow you gotta show him, hey, by the way, there's legal audit as well, but the other picture doesn't have. I mean, you're over pursuing. The freestyling doesn't work sometimes. You cannot freestyle. This is, I mean, when you're recording, sometimes, I mean, we're gonna keep it in the music business. Sometimes you cannot go out in the record booth and start freestyle. You need to write up your stuff. This man's out here freestyling with his life on the line. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? This could have been. I mean, this is not gonna be the end of his bond, because I mean the judge already agreed. But it down the
Now,
line.
now that I know, because of course Diddy has various cases with various lawyers, because we've also seen other lawyers as well. Now that I know that we're talking about this lawyer, then yes, I do believe it. So from what I understand, KR, and then correct me if I'm trying to rephrase it in a way just to make sure that I understand it correctly. Dude won.
He won. Yeah, he was up 20-0.
He decided to. He told he told the dealer, hit me.
Yeah, yo, he had 20. He was playing
he was
blackjack. He
he
had
was there.
20. He was there.
He said,
He
hit
said,
me.
hit me. I want that one.
Oh my
Hit
my
me. I
my.
want that one. I want that hash. Oh man. This is crazy. Fair use. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's finish it up.
A comment about, I don't know, my client shops at Costco and he gets it in bulk. And he should not do that. I don't think he'll do that. In fact, today in court, they changed up the seating arrangement and they had another lawyer sitting next to the main lawyer, and she was going to do some of the speaking and be like a little bit of a watchdog on him because he tends to riff. Ultimately, I think this issue is it's gonna get swept under the rug, and it's not going to be a big problem for the defense because of how weak the government's bond argument was today, talking about these BOP violations and really bringing nothing to the table other than the video showing Puff beating Cassie in that hotel lobby. Beyond those two things, there was very little that stuck out about the government's presentation on why this guy's so dangerous that he can't get a bond. Be very.
It's getting slim, man. You cannot hold it. I mean, the arguments are falling apart a little bit. And
Yeah, the main argument. No, continue. Go ahead.
no, my biggest question is, are they holding back right now because they don't want to
Mm.
show their hand yet?
Who is
The
the state?
prosecution,
The
the state
prosecution.
prosecution, because they're saying, I mean, basically, the only reason why they're saying it started, I mean, the reasons are falling apart right now, one by one. The only thing is left is because he knocked out Cassie and his POB violations. Other than that, they don't have anything at this moment. Or maybe do they have something, but they don't want to show their hand yet? If this is the way they're gonna proceed with this case, this might fall apart even before December next year, RJ.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna fall before, so the case will implode because we don't know what they have.
Yeah. That is
Uh,
true. But what
and
I'm trying
we're
to say,
talking about what we talked about in the previous show was that Diddy was calling potential witnesses and telling them to, allegedly telling them to hush
talk
or
to
say
other
something
witnesses.
else.
Yeah, to
And
talk to
so
other
that's
witnesses. Yeah.
basically, you're basically obstructing the prosecution of doing their job. It's its job. And so we argue that that was a great, so that was the reason why he had to be uh, held in jail
Yeah.
pending the court date. But
Yep.
from what I understand now, this lawyer is saying that the grounds, we're not talking about the case that will take place. We're talking about whether or not this person is so dangerous that he has to be detained up to the court
Maybe.
date and during the court date.
Yep.
And apparently the grounds are weak. So, um, but it doesn't necessarily say anything about the
The
case
case
itself.
itself. Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting, man. And I think um one thing for sure, and that this is something that's gonna be a real crazy. It's gonna be a crazy case. It's gonna be a crazy. I mean, the stories from what I heard, they're gathering a lot of. They're talking to a lot of people. They've been talking to a lot of people. The prosecution, to see how they can build this case a bit differently, and people who have been we've seen people who have seen interviews from, like Gene Deal. I mean, I think they're trying to see how they're gonna frame the storyline. Right? You talk to a lot of
Also,
people, you see the storyline for the whole everything that happened. What are we going to highlight? What are we not going to highlight? Who should we take as a witness? Who shouldn't we take as a witness? Because not all witnesses are created equal. It's gonna sound crazy, but not all witnesses are created equal. So you have but limited
bro,
time.
that's borderline unconstitutional. What you just, just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah. I know you're kidding. But the thing is this: you have a limited time to present your um your evidence. I mean, we've seen at YSL they try to show unlimited evidence and see how that worked out. One guy we all knew that was involved walked off with 15-year probation. Who was involved with a lot of weird situations. Let's put it that way. Not saying that he was involved with any illegal stuff, but he was around a lot of weird situations. But all jokes aside, so here we are with Diddy. Diddy, it seems like he's heading out. It looks like there are no other ways to hold him in that cell. And of course, it's really interesting because stories have been leaking about him, about how he's being treated. Toure had this story to tell.
Some of the men locked up with Diddy.
Oh man.
Music.
To be honest, I didn't play this. I didn't review this myself before. Let's go to the next one. Toure, you screwed up that one badly, man. I'm not gonna play you. Other. This is an interview for Lisa Evers. Evers.
Hi, I'm Lisa Evers. I
Evers.
recorded this phone interview at MDC, that's the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New
Is that
York,
Caitlin?
with a former MDC inmate who says for a while he was in the same housing unit
Want to say something? Fair use.
I said, is that Caitlin?
Man.
as Sean Diddy
I wish I didn't press pause.
Combs. At his request and out of concerns for his safety, I am not disclosing his name. We also altered his voice at his request for his protection. Here's what he says about Diddy and what Diddy is like behind bars.
He's not crying about nothing. He's super. His energy is super strong. He's fighting his case. This a dormitory area, right? He sits in the roadway, like where the police is right there. Like they got his bed right there, but they even put extra cameras on so they can monitor him. He's like a normal person. Like he gets his straight serve. He's super comfortable. He's not in no kind of nothing. That's like a unit where they have high profile cases there. He's not around nobody that's acting tough, that's in the store, none of that. Everybody is chilling. If you even act like you're doing any kind of tough in that unit, SIS will get you about it.
Is he like in a cell where they like lock you in at night?
No, he's not in no cell. He's in a room where there's like 20-something dudes and he's on the east side of the building.
And then did you have any interaction with him at all while you were inside?
Yeah, we talk. You know, he's cool, play ball. He works out. He's has a good energy. He always want everybody to be happy.
Diddy is working out. He's coming out all swolled up. Big Diddy. Not P. Diddy.
Diddy.
Oh man, but hey, good energy they say. I mean, he might miss the boys, his homies. He's been locked up with. According to the part of Toure, the story goes that inmates were fighting to make his bed, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. But I thought it was a funny story. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think Diddy maybe he's already out on bond? Who knows? If he's not by this time of the year, do you think he'll get it within a couple of days, weeks? Will he
Months,
be home?
or even your years.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be year because next year is gonna be his trial. So it's either now or never. Let us know if you think that he will be out before Christmas. Will he be able to celebrate Christmas with his kids? Let us know in the comments what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and we'll be picking some of the best comments to feature in one of our future videos. So make sure you share the hottest take, RJ.
Yes, we will be highlighting some of the best comments in our next video. So if you have a hot take, do let us know. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's continue with the comment of the week. We're gonna discuss your thoughts. And the comment of the week goes to Bonsai Sage. Bonsai Sage had the following to say. These celebs, and this is on our Clips channel. If you haven't subscribed to the Clips channel yet, go there and subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and follow, and you get the clips of the show. So going back, it was the clip where we discussed the celebs and in particular Bow Wow having withdrawals of parties, and one of the comments, or right now the only comments in there, says these celebs have been throwing their own freak off parties for decades.
Mm.
And that is true. I mean, we've all heard about these crazy parties. Not only celebs. One can also argue that also happens in other group of
Big deviants.
similar vicinity people. Let's put it this way. I mean, these freak offs have been happening at fairs, company fairs, party fairs. Anyway, I'm not gonna go any deeper. Keep it to that. Could do those two for now. I mean, we can go deeper, but anyways, yeah. So, hey, Bonsai, you're right. Can I argue about against that? Celebs have been throwing these parties for a long time and will be continuing throwing them. The question is only how they're gonna go about it because with the stories around Diddy, they might choose to change their MO and be more careful about how they go about inviting certain people, meaning the people who will either be performing at these parties or let's say people that might partake in those parties. Anyway, RJ.
I would like to say that I don't know what the commander's name is, but
Bonsai Sage.
Bonsai Sage. Um, if we if you listen to 90s, 2000s, hip hop, rap, R&B, the culture, they've been rapping about wild lifestyle. Indeed. So it's not really a shock. They have been doing it. The question is, however, is it only getting their freak on, or is it, or as Missy said, getting their freaks off, or is it, or are the illegalities taking place? And if it's illegalities, then we have a problem. Now, right now, Diddy is being accused of illegalities and not only being freaky. So, Bonsai Sage, thank you for your comment. And as we just saw, if the judge concludes that the only thing that Diddy is guilty of is being a freak of nature, then he would get off, most likely. But right now, he's being accused of doing a bit more than that. So let's keep an eye on that. But thank you, Bonsai Sage, for your and your comment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's wrap it up. Guys, don't forget to comment and let us know what you think. Maybe you'll be the next one we highlight in the future videos. Let's go to the next segment. The next segment will be the Reddit segment where we discuss commonplace situations and try to help out someone in need. RJ, what do you have for us today?
Thank you, KR. Today, I found a Reddit post. It says, my girlfriend of 6 months, who's 25 years of age, just told me she has 3 kids, and I'm a 21-year-old male. How do I process this? Story goes as follows. got into got into a situation I never expected. KR, he never expected it.
Okay.
I'm a 21-year-old male, and my girlfriend of 6 months just told me that she has 3 kids. I was unaware that she had these kids.
How can you do that? I want to hear. I want to hear. I'm open. I think I know, but
You know what TLA says about the kids, right? About them kids.
no, I have no idea. I know what Michael Jordan says about them kids.
They say the same thing as other people do. Difference being that the context is different, which is why the other people are in jail and they're not. She told me that she was scared to reveal them because she didn't know how didn't know how I was going to react. I'm really stuck because I really love this girl and she has all the qualities I would want in my life. But right now, I just don't know if I'm ready to be with someone with 3 kids. He
Yo,
loves her, KR. He
yo.
loves her.
Is lying the quality you're also looking for? Because you found her.
She told me about one and I accepted it, then told me about the other two. Yo, that's crazy. And I kind of just shut down. She also has an extensive support system with the kids and their families. Really looking forward to any opinion on how I should proceed because I really don't know what to, I really don't want to lose her. At the moment, I know that she was untruthful, but the feelings we have for each other were real and it probably has been the best 6 months of my life. KR, how would you
What
help this
you
dude?
can help him. He already said what he thinks about this whole situation. He made his mind already. If you listen to him, he made his mind already. So whatever I have to say, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter. Um, the he's talking about I can't. What did he said? I can't miss her. I can't. I can't.
He said that
I can't live without her or whatever. Live
no,
without her.
no. He didn't.
It sounded to me like that.
Don't make him. Yeah, well, that's what he. I mean, it was implied, but he didn't say that. That's
What
what
did
I'm
he
saying.
say?
He
In
said,
my it's at the end.
"Yo, you're right. Actually, he said, really looking forward to any opinion on how I should proceed because I really don't want to lose her."
Yeah. I don't want to lose her. That means I cannot live without her. It
Well,
implies the same.
it's no, it's
Okay.
not. KR, you're it's living without not wanting to live without someone. That's like it's more
I
dramatic.
can
He just
lose
says,
her.
I don't want to lose my dog, but that doesn't mean that I can live without my dog.
Okay. Okay. You might be right. You might be right. Simp.
Sound like
No.
Buster
I'm
right
joking. This is not simp. This is not simping. He's just in love with a liar. Simp.
now.
No, I was just. I got myself in a loop. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Anyway, so I don't know how to save this guy. This guy already made up his mind. Um, one thing. So this is my personal belief. One thing I never accept is people lying to me, not even hiding, because this is a gray lie. We can consider this as a gray lie because she's not telling the full truth.
Well, she
She
didn't
didn't.
tell the whole truth at the beginning at all. And
Yeah,
then just say, I have one child.
and
Come
then
on.
dropping the other one. This is crazy, yo. But this shows you again how men are, right? Men tend to be the ones who are romantics. She basically love bombed him. If this was a woman, this would be called love bombing because she got it would be if you switched it, he got tricked into loving her and he cannot live without her anymore. Okay, maybe that's not what he's saying. He really likes her that he can't lose her. So he got tricked into starting loving her, and now he's addicted. She threw that, and this is why she has 3 kids. She threw that coochie on him, that putanga, and now he's hooked. He might ski twice in it, and then she has a 4th kid. you're laughing, but that's how it goes.
You know what I'm
Sometimes
laughing at, KR?
some guys, you know what it is, RJ. Some guys, sometimes a potential can be so good. Guys cannot let it go. And I think this is the case with her. She knows it as well. That's why she tricked him by not telling him the full truth before. And now he's out there, balls drained. He can he can let her go. I can understand. Maybe I'm too real, but hey, ain't no way to solve it for him. Sometimes people have to crash out on their own. I don't like people. Personally, I wouldn't accept people lying to me or implying saying I don't have a kid and then telling me I have a kid, one kid, and then out of nowhere they pop out like Kendrick. These kids pop out like Kendrick out of nowhere and showed ninjas. Anyway, go ahead.
This post was, so I'm reading it. As I'm reading it, I'm looking at the date of post. It's 1 day ago.
Mm.
If the first thought that came to my mind here, this guy is very, he thinks he knows everything. He has a big ego.
Mm. How so?
And I'm like, why would you assume things? You would, I find it, if I were the woman, I'd be insulted because he's assuming things. And you can clearly read it. When you read it, it's clear that he's assuming certain things. He assumes that it's only 3. You don't know that that's the case. You just, he showed you 1. He then showed you 2. Maybe he forgot about a couple of other kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about the term love bomb, but I think I know what it is. I mean, if I just try to like reverse engineer it, listening to the context you used it, but if he gets, if he puts one baby in her, it's over for
Trap.
me. Because I
It's a
bet you, because I bet you the other baby father or baby fathers, because he didn't say anything about how many baby daddy the woman has. But if he has more, I mean, if she, apologies, if she has more than one, and he'll be the third or the fourth, come on.
Yeah, we're crazy, man. Bro, I don't understand. Life is already hard enough. I never understand how people can say it's you know how hard it is to have a relationship one on one. It's even crazy if you have 2 extra people you have to think about when you are in a relationship. One baby daddy, or maybe 2 baby daddies, or one baby mama extra on the other side, or 2 baby mamas on the other side. Life is hard enough. God bless the people who make the decision to become stepdad or stepmom. Better you than me. Someone has to do it. Won't be me though. Oh man, you won't catch me out here.
Yeah.
Then the kid spits in your face. You help him in with his yo. This is crazy, yo. He'll be out here. Did you see the video of? Did you see the video that they dropped on of the woman who said her husband is a simp?
No.
Oh my god. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This was the craziest video I've seen in a while. I've never seen someone disrespect their husband like this on any platform. On any platform. I was like, this is disgusting. And I've seen some disgusting stuff. Oh, Let me see if I can find it real quick. What's this guy's name?
So a woman went on live. Maybe it's just like for the
It's a
for
podcast.
the what?
It was a podcast. It was an interview or a podcast.
Oh, it's real.
It's
So
real.
it's like a legit podcast.
It's a legit. I don't know the guy, but it seems like a normal interview 1-on-1.
A what? A
A one
normal.
normal interview. Yeah. Well, it's not normal if you call your own husband a simp for everyone to see. But let me see.
Or
if I
maybe
can-
they have that kind of relationship.
Nah, I don't think that would be very toxic if this is the
If you
relationship.
have to put your money on a political party they voted for.
Yo, this is the wildest thing. Here it is. Let me see if I can find it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Fair use. I had to take off my glasses so I can find it real quick. Fair use. This could be her. And the niggas
do a lot if we really feel it. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
let me
Do a lot if we really feel it. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too,
I have 3 children.
and a nigga supposed to come with the bag.
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
Like you got to take care
So I'm
of me and my
saying,
kids.
so like you automatically get these responsibilities.
Yes,
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And how many niggas doing this?
I have between 2 or 3.
I'm saying, how many have you ran into in life?
Okay, so let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
Yeah, they're about the odds.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that now. Yeah.
Probably about
They're
4
about,
of
they're
them.
about the odds. All right.
Hey man. Might be because it's the same amount of kids.
You won't catch me doing this. That's for sure. Like I said before, better you than me. Not
Yeah.
you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The stepdaddies out there. I mean, you get disrespected randomly. People don't respect this. Back in the days, I think. I mean, I'm not. I wasn't back. I wasn't there back in the days, but it seems to me that the how stepdads were looked at are very different these days than it was back then. It seems to be more honorable to be a stepdad then than it is now, because the way the way kids disrespect their stepdad, it's crazy. It's crazy. If this is your wife and she disrespects you like this, man, come on. And I'm pretty sure I have a strong feeling, and this is why probably she hit those kids, because she's trying to catch you lacking.
I'll just read the top comment. And that basically sets the tone for the rest. And then, guys, of course, let us know your thoughts and opinions as well. Stephen Cry says, referring to the part where he said that she was scared to reveal them because she didn't know how to / didn't know how I was going to react. Stephen Cry says, my man. Yeah, KaiR, when someone starts a sentence with my man,
It's over.
and he ain't
But-
your man, he's about to tell you something. My man, this is a blatant lie. She didn't tell you because she did know how you'd react. She knew that most 21-year-old male or
Wait a
man
second, is he 21?
is 21. And she's
Oh
25.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I
She's-
thought he was older.
No. He's younger.
She, then she definitely caught him with a coochie tricks.
Yeah.
These 21-year-olds never touched a hair around the coochie. Now he's touching her every day.
Yeah. What we call to killer. But
Poyato. That's how we gotta call it. That's gonna go Poyato.
So she knew that most 21-year-old men would not want to date a woman with 3 kids and that you would end things with her. So she purposely waited to tell you until you were emotionally invested in her and feel stuck with her. And judging by your post, her plan is working perfectly on you.
Yeah.
You're considering staying with a massive liar that has 3 kids who you've only dated for 6 months. 6 months is not a long time at all. You're young as F and have plenty of time to meet someone new that respects you. And let's not forget the fact that she seems to feel ashamed to have 3 kids and hides it, rather than being a proud mother. That in itself would make me run for the hills. I don't even need to continue reading on KaiR, because he's basically setting the tone for the rest of the responses. I think he knows, as you said, guys. We sometimes know, but we're in love. So
guys think they're the exception to the rule. That's the biggest problem they have. You see that all along everything. Even the guys. I don't know. We talked about the crash out red pillar like 2 weeks ago, I think, right? Or was it last week? Can't remember. When did we talk about it? Last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. The guy who Fugazi, Fugazi.
Last week.
Yeah. So he came on YouTube and explained what happened, what was the thing, and he kept saying, and that's one thing. I'm the exception to the rule. Oh man, there is no exception to the rule. What are you talking about? But people always like to believe that they had the luck. They got the luck. They were lucky. You're never the lucky one. Just don't believe it. But anyway.
Yeah. So guys, you heard our take. You heard a take of Stephen Cry, the top comment. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. We want to know from you what you think. What would you advise this man? Would you advise him to stay in love and fight for your right to love?
Oh no.
Yeah, or party, whatever. In any case, let us know your thoughts and opinions. The best comment has a chance of being mentioned in a future show. So if you think you have a hot take, please drop it. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Check us out on our other socials as well. That being said, KaiR, we can move to the next segment.
Let's go to the next segment. Can't play the video because it's Breakfast Club, so I'm only going to play the audio.
It wasn't an instant forgiveness. I got out in 2009. We didn't. There wasn't an attempt at reconciliation until 2012, when I went to Paris to meet him, and that was the first attempt at forgiveness. But I was still in a place of he owes me. He owes me his life. He owes me. He's a billionaire. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been a billionaire. If I would have cooperated with the district attorney, he'd have went to jail, and heaven knows what would have happened to his career, right? So, that's worth at least a couple $1 million out of the $1 billion that you're worth. And interestingly enough, one of the things that Cassie alleges in her lawsuit is that when, he would assault her, then he would, take her on shopping sprees. And so I saw that in Paris. He spent like $500,000 like in one day shopping for her. And then, after I left.
She was around back then?
That's 2012.
Oh, 2012. Okay, yeah.
2012.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. That was the first attempt at reconciliation after I got out. I got out in 2009. And then it took a couple of years before I said, you know, we reach out. I was actually living in Israel at the time. And, but I felt he owed me something. And so it's like, you know, he probably gave me like 50 racks. And I'm like, you know, you can't be serious. Like, that's 10 years.
Okay, I have a question. My slang ain't that good. Is a rack a million?
A rack?
Yeah.
A
Because
rack is
of course
1,000.
he sat in prison for him, he's saying, and he got 50 racks. So my question is, because I mean,
Racks on racks. Have you heard the song Racks on Racks on Racks?
yeah. So I always thought that it was
A
1,000.
dealer
But
drill deals in thousands, not in
I
millions.
always thought it was thousands, but seeing as how everything he did, I can't. It's not possible that he was only awarded 50,000. So that's why I'm asking. Maybe I have it wrong. Maybe our racks is a rack a million?
A rack is 1,000, man. This is the thing. I think one thing that's clear is Diddy doesn't believe in the concept of care
The
package.
care package.
Maybe
What?
maybe Diddy should hire us as consultants.
That's not. You want to jump on a sinking ship?
Shirley! Shout out
If
to
you want to
Shirley!
jump on a sinking ship, KR, go ahead. I'm good.
No, I'm not jumping on the sinking ship. I'm telling the captain to throw the money back on my ship.
Yeah.
Throw the bag. No, anyhow. Now, all jokes aside, Diddy is someone who clearly doesn't believe in a care package, and that's why he is where he is now. One thing you'll see every time is that people who don't put the care package together always get hammed up. And I think we talked about it last week or the week before. It continuously, guys try to get it for free. But a lot of times getting it for free is the most costly thing you can try to do. Because look at him right now. He didn't. Do you think, RJ, do you think that if he put a care package together for Shyne more than 50 racks, would Shyne be sitting here telling all these daily stories? Telling all making a documentary. Dude, making a documentary. This is crazy. Look at this. The Honorable Shyne. Would he be sitting there telling the story if a rack would be 1 million or 20 million?
I'll tell you this though, KR. I don't know what the answer to your question is. I don't know. I mean, it's my guess. My guess is as good as yours. What is interesting to see is that I saw a video of Shyne a couple of months ago when he was in Belize. That accent was different.
No, wait a second. Let's talk about this. Shyne's accent works like with coordinates.
Like with what?
With coordinates.
With coordinates.
Yes. Longitude and latitudes.
Yeah.
When he's in a certain coordinate, he talks like this.
50 racks? Like, oh man.
So that whole 10 years you were in jail, he didn't reach out to you at all?
He came to see me once.
When he is in another coordinate, he might sound like this.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do: be recognized for our talent and take over the world.
I love you back.
He talks it with a swing, you know, with a
I
with a
love you.
Spanish swing, you know.
I love you. I love you back. You
Shout
better
out.
thank him. You KR. You better you better thank a union member. You better
At least he's not trying to put in
the hot
the
sauce.
Jamaican, you know, the Jamaican, talking like a Jamaican or any other island, you know, the island boy.
Yeah, then
Anyway,
boy.
anyway, his accent changes. When he's in America, he talks in a different accent when he's in Belize. That's clear.
It's not that weird though, I guess, because if you listen to like um people who are in their hometown, they will speak their language, right? Their accent, and then when they're on in corporate, they speak corporate. But I just find it very interesting to see
No,
how
no,
this
no,
man.
no. It's not comparable. I don't think it's comparable. You can't compare it.
Why did you say that?
And this seems to be something only politicians are pretty good at. Kamala had like 1,000 accents during her last campaign. I've never seen someone do like 20 accents like this. It seems to be, I don't think it's comparable to, let's say, code switching.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, it is what it is. But I mean, 50K KR.
Yeah, it's not a
We
lot.
need we time and time again. It's a care
Yeah, like
package.
10
Here
years.
you
10
go.
years.
Here you go. Here's my care package. Good luck to
Oh.
you. Good riddance.
Write the NDA as well. Sign this NDA. This is the NDA you get. Get 10 mil. Imagine you said 10 years, you get 50 racks, man. Come on. But one thing he doesn't say, I think he gave also after that $1 million to end one of these nonprofit organizations he's affiliated with. But I would guess 50K cash in hand. That's probably what he got. Thanks, man.
That 50K probably slipped out of Diddy's hands.
Hey man,
You
imagine
went,
imagine it 10 years you get
you
out
went to
and
shake his hands. The 50K fell out. Shine says, "Is that for me?" Yeah, brother. Yeah. Why not? Much love. For the love.
more love, more love. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that and this is he's been doing a couple of interviews because he just released the documentary Honorable Shine. I haven't checked it out yet. I would guess he's talking about the Diddy story, the Diddy situation, the accusation of him being the one who pulled the trigger in the late 90s. I think it's 1999 when it happened in the club. I mean, this is a crazy story if you think about it. A kid who wanted to be a rapper, got caught up in a situation, sat 10 years, came back, and was deported to Belize right after. Went to Israel, came back to Belize, became a politician, and here, 10 years after that, he's out here telling his story. While Diddy is on a steep downfall. Sometimes life can take different, really crazy turns. That's for sure. Anything else you want to say about this?
Nothing else I want to say other than, well, no, nothing else I want to say.
Shine bright, like a star. Now let's hear from you guys. I want to hear from you what you think about this whole Shyne story. Is he shining or is he dim? Do you think his story is correct? Do you think he's lying? Do you think he's cloud chasing? Do you think he has a right to cloud chase since he only got 50K from Diddy? Is this something we can learn from Diddy in this situation? It seems like maybe we can talk about Jay-Z next week. Because it seems like Jay-Z has a similar story, but maybe a bit different. I don't know. And I'm talking about people saying, sometimes people say, he did me dirty. But it seems like with Jay-Z, it seems like people keep saying, why didn't he help me? It's totally different. With Diddy, it seems to be, he did me dirty. I guess that's why he called one of these groups Dirty Money, but okay, that's something different. Let's take a look at that. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Drop your thoughts in the box below. We'll be picking the best comments to feature in one of our future videos. Share your thoughts and your hottest take. RJ.
Yeah, share your thoughts and your hottest take. And if you have the hottest take, you have a chance of being mentioned in a future show. As we've been doing the last couple of months. Additionally, guys, remember that this is the Double Thought Show. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification icon as well, so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. We talk about different stories. In the stories, we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging with us. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. KR, we can move to the short thought segment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Short thoughts. Let's go right into it. Short thought is where we discuss short response. We give short responses on commonplace situations and trending news. Let's open up with the first one. Trick Daddy reveals he's never invited to a Diddy party. Would you expect Trick Daddy to be at a Diddy party? He's the last person I would think to be at a Diddy party. But he tells you what would happen if he was at a Diddy party. Fair use.
You pussy.
I done had some of the best pussy. I done had some of the best pussy.
You talking to
and I'm gonna tell you right now, too, pussy is overrated right now. All that shit is overrated right now. That shit is mediocre.
Why is it mediocre?
Oh, God.
Who else gonna eat your booty?
Oh, that don't got nothing to do with the pussy. That has nothing to do with no pussy.
I heard you like your booty ate. I don't know who
No, I don't like my booty. I like to get ate out. Don't say booty ate, because that sounds like some Diddy shit. We not going on there. I was never invited.
How long you been in the game rapping and shit?
I've been rapping since '95.
Did you go to Diddy parties?
They don't invite no nigga like me at Diddy parties. My homeboys will rob that bitch, tell all the niggas, put your dicks up and raise your hand and drop your money in your wallet in his basket. I ain't gonna invite no motherfucking Diddy party. I'm not a Diddy party ass nigga. I'm not that kind of dude.
I believe him too, because I believe he would have brought the most dick back in '95.
Diddy? I mean, I feel, don't get it twisted, I feel sorry for Diddy. Not only, but I'm gonna tell you, I feel sorry for hip hop. I feel sorry for the black culture, and I feel sorry for people that prejudge other people, because when they see who's on these tapes, when they hear the allegations of the other people that's co-conspiring,
my business. I don't want to know who on that tape. I
know it's gonna come. You ain't gotta want to know. It's about to come out.
Yeah, I know it is.
Somebody gonna be offered a hell of a plea deal.
So when I
Hey man, you cannot hate on Trick Daddy, man. Trick is he doesn't have a filter.
That's Miss Pat, right?
Miss Pat, yeah. Shout out to her. Also, a great comedian.
Yeah. Trick Daddy was speaking his mind. No filter.
No filter at all. Oh man, this man is crazy, yo. This guy is crazy. Shout out to him. Anything else you want to say about this?
No, let's move to the next.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the next one. Chris Brown's former manager exposes parents. Fair use.
He explained his own background in the whole Rihanna situation. I think that was a very smart move.
That was after me.
That was after me. Okay, no, I think that was a very smart move. And what I liked about his situation is that he proved you could come back after being canceled.
You know, it's funny because at like your station, no one would play him on the radio.
Yeah.
And at that point, you had to have radio. There were no DSPs and different other platforms for you to use, to break. No TikTok. Twitter wasn't even around, really. It was just starting. So it was hard to try and get him, over that hump or get people to change their minds because before it happened, everyone loved him. Kids, parents were dropping their kids off at hotels like, go get Chris Brown. Go get him. And I'm like, if you don't put your daughter back in your car, stop. Yeah. Like parents were sending their kids to the hotel. It was that bad because he was a sweetheart to the world. Right? Yeah. So they were like, he's a good kid. I want you to marry this kid. Go get him.
But people don't know that parents do that a lot. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And, and fortunately, his mom and all of us, we were not down with that. We were like, no, take your child and leave. We'd have security handle it. But what was we talking? I'm sorry, I missed the point.
No, it's been like how, like I was saying, like how he made his comic with
Some people, man.
This is the thing. This is the thing we talked about before, right? I think we talked about this during this whole Diddy stuff. Is that sometimes you have people who are searching for that thing. I don't know what they're searching. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it's fame, and they're willing to do anything for that. Even like she gives an example, offering up their daughters.
Like the Mayans.
Like a what?
Like the Mayans.
On a silver platter, man. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself. I mean, we've seen that, RJ. We've seen that happen right in front of our eyes, and we didn't know it. Aaliyah is a perfect example of that. Aaliyah married Robert when she was 16, if I'm not mistaken. You need approval from the parents to do that.
Yeah.
Cassie was also pretty young when she came in the game.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of times people get ushered into these circles at a very young age, and I think the manager and the mom did a pretty good job protecting him.
I agree. I agree with what you said.
But
repeat what you said. Sometimes you said sometimes parents, and I think you said usher their kids
into these situations. Yeah. Oh man. Jesus.
You need to be a different kind of ignorant. It's not ignorant, it's ignorant. To let your kids to usually parents say don't talk to strangers. You're telling your kid go talk to the stranger. I'm gonna drop you off at a hotel. Where he's at, go find them.
Open your legs for the stranger. Opportunists, man. Yeah. There's a lot of opportunists in this world. Yeah. And the people don't realize it. There's a lot of people who out there, they think. The thing is this: opportunists flocks of the same feather flock run together. So a lot of these opportunists, a lot of people in their daily lives don't see these opportunists. They don't see them. So they think a lot of people that are in these weird situations are like them. But they're not. These people will offer up their kids to get to the bag. And that's a sad thing. And that's a very sad thing. And it's good that these interviews happen because a lot of people don't believe you. You talk with people about this stuff, they'll think you're crazy. That's why a lot of people don't talk to people about these situations that this is happening out there because people won't believe you. They think you have some kind of perverted mind. But it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. A lot of these kids get put into weird situations. They get and I blame both the parents and the people who are doing the abusing, by the way, because they are both equally responsible for the situation. I'm not saying the only the parents should be held accountable. It's also the people who are misusing the power they have, because there's a lot of people doing that as well. I mean, these stories about the Nickelodeon stuff, it's crazy. But people are out here getting used like it's nothing and thrown away, and then years later these people delete themselves because they cannot live with the life the damage, the brain damage they've had.
That's usually how it goes. Hey man, guys, let us know your thoughts and opinion. What do you think? What do you believe? Do you agree that the parents are at fault, or can we see this as an innocent gesture due to the fact that Chris Brown was also young at the start and he was like a sweetheart, and so that justifies parents leaving minor kids at hotels? In any case, thank you for your support. We really appreciate your support. Remember to comment. The best comments will be highlighted in a future show. Rate the show by pressing the like button, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. It has been a pleasure. And until next time,
Peace.
Peace.
Sick people, man.